semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. So here we are at the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. A loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Arnold. He's running out of time here. Moves out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. It's drops. It would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the return. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Stockton. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that was wasn't enough for the first down. It's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will bring their punt team onto the field. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback still with the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense.
Looking deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Stockton.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A completion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains of that incompletion. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Rogers. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Keeping it on the ground here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. To throw, it's Arnold. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up 1st and goal. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Wants to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Grab made by the tight end. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He got it. The field goal's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. And he finds the running back in the flat. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Can he get there on the ground? The defense swarms into the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. Hunting ready to boot it away. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Now the first play of this drive now from the 35. throw now on first down. That's reeled in. It's Powell. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kirk. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Stockton. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. First down at 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Stockton. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to 36.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
He'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab. That game moves the ball to the 17. First down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that previous play. They'll run it to the right side. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Stockton. breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The pass rush closing in. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down. Short return, but interception. Gets the football back to the offense at the 36. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? To throw, it's Arnold. Pressure is coming. They trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but it's a big play. All the way to the 43.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it.
Well, that's where you know. Trust. Offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back. The back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. Going absolutely nowhere. The loss of it.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They fight back here in this playoff game. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And the first play of the drive now, the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Powell. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Grab near the sticks. It's Powell. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's caught across the middle. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a quarterback keeper. First down and more. He's still on it. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? The tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Defense getting very heavy here. We're going to stuff the run. try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. So in playoff pressure group, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Using his legs, it's Watson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Stockton. And then the gain just good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered would this defense come up with some answers at halftime. Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To the air, it's Arnold. Makes the grab. It's Coleman.
Great job by the defender of coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. After a clutch conversion on fourth down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going forward in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Single back takes the handoff. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Third and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
He escapes the pocket. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
How about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
Incomplete as good as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And now the first play of this drive, they're set up at the 37. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
It can be hard sometimes with a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. He It'll bring up 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle there to get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Caught near the sticks. Stewart. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line to set a first set of downs. Trying to find some room. It's Stewart. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job at blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion brings up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll give it to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Simmons. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kirk, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Breaks an open space. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant the seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. It's Arnold. Grab by the receiver. The reception gets him at 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw over the middle. Caroms into the receiver's hands. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score a new 1st down. In the red area, it's Watson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. A running play called on 4th down. Brought down to the 28. It's good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Now I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on.
Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the
pass rush hits home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Receiver in motion now. To the end, it's Arnold. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So they call the screen on third down, but it doesn't work. Defense all over the running back that time.
Yeah, Chris, and usually on third down, that's a great time for the defense to eye the pressure, which they did here. All your guys are getting after the quarterback, but
he's got it, enough for a first down. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Quarterback keeps the football. And that's a solid game. The defense able to bring it down.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Down he goes. It's a sack. Here they come on third and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up early. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Stockton.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to get a first down. New set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stockton. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The Yellow Jackets will have first and 10 here. Leaning on the run game here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Game set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Stockton. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to cash in this red zone trip. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
27, Auburn, 13.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. They'll try a pass here. The pass is incomplete. Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Arnold. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, what a grab! And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38. Looking to throw now on first down. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. He could go. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw it. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
34, Auburn, 13.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. That pass is batted away, incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Wideouts now clustered. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. The incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stockton.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive game here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a late, deep throw. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Looking for a late, deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, or they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national...